If you need any Xbox or PlayStation codes or any cheap PC games, use the referral link in the description. It will take you over to g2a.com. They already have a discount on most of their goods, and if you use the code CHES at checkout, you can get yourself an extra 3% off as well. Hey guys, how's it going? Cheers back again and welcome to episode number 21 of the Wolfsburg career mode here on FIFA 16. Obviously we saw at the end of the last episode that we had this game against Darmstadt in between the two legs of the of the Europa League round of 16 against Atletico Madrid. Obviously we drew 1-1 in the first leg of that tie. Now Darmstadt we actually played in the cup as well earlier in the year. We mentioned that in the last episode as well. They obviously beat us in the Deutsche Pokal, so we are out of that German domestic competition, kind of the equivalent of the German FA Cup, thanks to the side we're about to play now. So I kind of wanted a measure of revenge to some extent, and I was playing a decent strength-ish side to be able to deal with it. Obviously with the second leg against Atleti just around the corner, I didn't want to put out all of my first team players for this particular game, but Iñaki Williams is going to get played down the right-hand side immediately here at the beginning of the game. It almost looks like we're playing Blackpool, doesn't it, with the orange strip, with the with the white shorts and the orange socks, etc. But yeah, we're not playing Blackpool, we're playing Darmstadt. They're travelling away from home to come and join us here, but they actually hit the bar in the 14th minute, coming the closer of the two sides to this point in the game. But then we really started to get a grip of things. Manolo Gabbiadini here playing in Yusua Gilavogi just about gets away from one player, squares it back into Gabbiadini, gets the turn in, and that shot on his left foot back across goal is very, very good indeed. Thank you very much, Manolo. Wolfsburg 1. Darmstadt 0. Half an hour in though, Gilavogi is involved again, steals it off them, fires it up to Kelechi and Iheanacho, and he races away actually. Really good burst of pace to get away, and a decent finish at the near post as well. We saw Loic Remy have a similar chance yesterday and wasn't able to put it away against Aston Villa, and that was in similar position, similar opportunity as well, and Kelechi was able to put in a solid finish, one that we weren't able to get from the much higher rated, much better overall player, Loic Remy. So fair play, Kelechi. Wasn't able to get a second one there though, unfortunately. Goalkeeper made a fantastic reaction save, and then I don't know how I've been able to actually get that one into the back of the net. Robin Knocker is the man that actually gets the ball over the white line for our third goal, but the defenders there just didn't seem to want to react at all, and the goalkeeper just stood there unawares as well. They did come forward to have one final chance so before the game was out, trying to get themselves at least a consolation goal before the full-time whistle went, but they weren't able to get it on target. It was an easy just glance past the post for the keeper, just had to watch it fly past, and that was a 3-0 victory. Thank you very much. 3 points in the bag. So we are back to the training ground. Gabbiadini obviously scoring a goal in that game as well, and we're using him here to try and boost his rating if we possibly can, but it's actually Antonucci, Julian Draxler and Bril Donald Imbolo that go up one overall in that particular training session. Only a D for Embolo, but he did actually go up, and his finishing stats gone up one as well, which will hopefully help him, because obviously to this point, despite having a penalty, hasn't scored so far in a Wolfsburg shirt. Missed his penalty, had a couple of other chances that haven't quite gone his way, so was hoping that perhaps this game would be the one. Of course, 1-1 from the first leg, like we mentioned, so we do have the away goal in our favour, which we did for the game against Juventus in the Champions League in the Chelsea series, although albeit with a solid win in the second leg in that particular series, we didn't need the away goal. Here we might, but as things stand, if nobody scores any goals today in this second leg, we go through on away goals thanks to that 1-1 away draw. So hoping that was going to be the case. Again, they played Pastore and Koke at CDM with Oliver Torres and Yannick Ferreira Carrasco out wide, with Jackson Martinez up top alongside Antoine Griezmann. So it's a makeshift. Well, it felt like a makeshift team that I was playing against, but still a makeshift team that can go 1-0 up after 5 minutes. So there goes that away goal advantage. Jackson Martinez breaks his way through the middle and just plays it into the back of the net past the goalkeeper. Alright, square one again. Now we're looking like we need to make sure that we get a goal. Otherwise, we're going out not on away goals, just on aggregate. Obviously, if we make it 1-1, that's the only way in which this game can go to extra time. So we're trying to do so. Varinia there somehow isn't able to get the ball past Jana Black. Ridiculous reactions from him from the shot from Varinia. The ball was like practically next to him, and Varinia was practically right in front of him when he hit it, and he didn't hit it straight at him, and he made an incredible save. And then in the second half, we had to make a change. Then Bril Donald Imbolo coming on. Is this the golden moment for him to get us the goal that we need to at least take this tie to extra time? We saw at the end of the other highlight as well where Oblak made the save from Verinia that he was able to make a second save from Max Kruse. He makes another good save there from Ricardo Rodriguez. We were dominant here. Tolisso trying to break through the middle of their back line. EMBOLO picks up on the loose header from Thiago, but he's still not able to find the back of the net despite the increase in his finishing from training, and that was game. We are out of the Europa League thanks to a 2-1 aggregate defeat to Atletico Madrid. Atleti are probably one of the only few sides that I would have accepted defeat to in that competition or in any European competition. Obviously, we gave our best against Juventus and Real Madrid in the Champions League, and we brushed aside Rubin Kazan, and then obviously Atleti are just one of the best sides in Europe. So whilst we are disappointed to be knocked out of the European competition, you can kind of understand that we met our match, so to speak. So we are obviously improving in the next season with 2 players already confirmed to be joining the club in Sofiane Feghouli and Joel Matip. So we're definitely strengthening next year. Obviously the side took a big loss in the summer, losing Kevin De Bruyne to Manchester City and Ivan Perisic to Inter Milan. So we're trying to rebuild this team. So far we're doing quite a good job. Sat 3rd in the Bundesliga right now, which is a lot better than how Wolfsburg are doing in real life at this particular moment in time. Although obviously we've played more games than they have in real life. So you can't necessarily draw the comparison. But we have this game away from home to round out today's episode, and it's away from home against Hoffenheim. Obviously they've got the experienced, shall we say, Kevin Karani up top, who's obviously in his mid-30s now, still a very capable striker though, and they come close with the first effort, but Diego Benaglio was not to be beaten at his near post. So we'll try and get ourselves 1-0 up then, shall we? Again, Iñaki Williams doing the work down the right-hand side. Really pleased with the impact he's made coming into the side since joining us from Bilbao in the summer window, and Fekir has been very good for us as well, although unfortunately not able to get the ball into the back of the net with that shot, despite the amount of space he had on the ball when he initially received it. I was quite disappointed in myself for not being able to at least get that shot on target without getting it blocked by a defender. But that was a brilliant header, an equally good save, but unfortunately it dropped straight to Uth to make it 1-0 to Hoffenheim in just the 15th minute. So despite that wonderful reaction save from Diego Benaglio, we can't keep Hoffenheim out. It's kind of the flip side of what happened in the game against Atleti. The keeper made a brilliant save, Jan Oblak from Verinia, but it dropped to a defender, and unfortunately for us, this one dropped to another attacker. So we're 1-0 down. However, not 1-0 down for long. 3 minutes after they scored, Manolo Gabbiadini stepping up to the plate seemingly with Kelechi Iheanacho up top again. I still struggle to say his surname. I don't know how much you have to pronounce the H's. I'll have to have a look on my pronunciation website, or get you guys to pronounce it phonetically for me in the comments. I may just call him Kelechi because that's probably the easiest way to refer to him. But Gabbiadini was the man that put the free kick into the back of the net. Obviously, Çalhanoğlu is out injured at present. He would have taken that free kick had he been on the pitch, and Ricardo Rodriguez was not playing in this one, I don't think. I think I played Kevin Trash, considering the short amount of time between this game and the game against Atleti. Again, we're having, in all series this year, real trouble with managing the squad with regards stamina. They've made stamina just not replenish anywhere near as quickly as it used to in old titles. Plus you use it up quicker, as more so than you did in other FIFA titles, which is kind of a bad combination when it doesn't return as quick as you get it, and when you use it faster than you normally do, really doesn't help when it gives you fixtures 2 days apart. But anyway, we could have gone 2-1 in front there. Kelechi could have got his second goal of the episode, but Gabbiadini in the way. It was headed into the back of the net and it's hit him. I couldn't believe that happened when it actually did. I was shouting at my TV like, Manolo, what are you doing? Anyway, can we get ourselves a winner in the final few moments? Brill Donald EMBOLO again. No, off the post. He is just not destined to get that first goal just yet. I can't believe the amount of poor luck that Donald EMBOLO has been, or Brill Donald EMBOLO has been experiencing since joining us. He's a good striker and he's played very well. His interlinking passing and his physicality and his just general involvement in the play has been very good. He just cannot get the ball into the back of the net. We are still, though, holding the best defensive record in the league by 6 goals from Bayern. Still not scoring as many as we might like to, but we scored more in the past few games than we have done at the beginning of the season. So we are making progress in that front, and hopefully we can still stay inside that top 4. Obviously, Champions League finish is what the initial outlay was for this series to start off with, or for this first season, with Dortmund and Bayern obviously having the better squads than us, and that is proving to be the case right now. We are still level on points with Schalke, 2 points ahead of Bayer Leverkusen in 5th, and I believe our next game is against Leverkusen, so that is quite a big one. But that's going to be all for today. Thank you very much for watching. Drop the video a like if you enjoyed, of course. Subscribe if you haven't already. Check the channel page for anything you may have missed over the past few days. All of my social media links are on screen and in the description, and I'll see you next time.